everyone, it's Jennifer from the Real Life of Aspie Girl. It's nearly New Year, yay! It's the end of 2016. This has been a truly disastrous year for the world and for life generally. So roll on 2017, that's all I can say. I seriously can't wait. So I have created some New Year's resolutions for the first time ever. I think when I was in primary school, I once created a New Year's resolution not to eat chocolate for like 4 weeks, and that didn't go very well. So I've created some realistic New Year's resolution goals that I hope that I can actually manage to keep this year, and hopefully will make my life for the better. So my first one, for Christmas I got a beautiful new bike. So I'm wanting to try and reduce my carbon footprint, because I drive everywhere. Anywhere I go, I will go in the car. So I'm hoping that now I have my new bike, I can get my fitness levels up and bike more and drive less. This can reduce my carbon footprint and make me fitter and healthier and happier, because exercise releases endorphins, and that's just happy chemicals in your brain that makes you feel good. So that's my first one. My next one is to work hard on my degree. I am in my final year of my degree, and I'm so fed up. I can't wait to graduate. But I graduate in the summer of this year, which means I finish kind of end of May time. So realistically, what we got, January, February, March, April, I have 5 months left. That's really nothing in the grand scheme of things. So I've got to really work hard for these last 5 months to make all of this effort worth it, to hopefully do the best that I can. So I feel that's a really good New Year's resolution, as that really gets me out there. The next one is to stick to my financial budget. Now, I have this talent, I'm going to say, curse, where I think I have more money than I do. So I see a number and I forget that I have my rent to pay, my car to pay for, and so I think I have, say, I don't know, 50 quid, when actually I have minus 50 quid because my car costs £100. So it's really important that I stick to this budget that my parents have created for me, so that I can maintain a healthy, positive bank balance. So that one's really important for me this year, because there's nothing more stressful than struggling with money. So for me to not struggle with money will make my life a happier place. The next one is to be open to my family if I have a problem. I have this thing where if I have a problem, I like to try and keep it to myself. I like to try and sort it out myself if I can, because I don't like to put on my family unnecessarily unless I absolutely have to. But this means that, say I have a big problem and I try and keep it to myself and I can't sort it out myself, I end up getting uptight and I start to feel upset, and I can't deal with it myself necessarily. Nobody can. You sometimes have to ask for help. And if I've learned anything in 2016, it's that my parents are fantastic. If I need to go to anyone for help, I will always tell them from now on, and I've learned that lesson, and that is something that I plan to take through to 2017. Another one is try not to worry about the future. I was panicking because I thought, okay, I have 5 months left of my degree and I have nothing to do. I've chosen to do a music degree. Now with a music degree, I mean, I could be completely wrong. Some of you out there may have done music degrees, may be doing some really wonderful, exciting things. But personally, I don't want to be a musician and I don't want to be a teacher. And for my degree, that's kind of the two routes you can go down. Which kind of makes it a non-degree in my eyes. I mean, I know it's got transferable skills and it's still a degree and all that, but it doesn't actually get me anywhere that I want to go. So I was panicking because I couldn't decide where I wanted to go after university, but I have a full-time job on top of university, so I decided that I would just do that for a couple of years. I'm still working, I'm still earning money, I'm still getting things down on my CV. I'm not wasting time, and it gives me time to relax, not studying anymore, not having that pressure, and then deciding in my own time what I want to do with my life. So I have to not worry about the future until I absolutely have to. In 2017, I shouldn't even need to think about it at all, because I will graduate and then I'll be working, so I'm not allowed to think or worry about the future. I can think about it, but I'm not allowed to worry. The next thing is to read some more books, and I don't mean books for university, I mean fun books, books for my mind kind of books. For Christmas, I asked for the entire Roald Dahl collection, and I got it off my dad's children, which is super exciting. I know they're children's books, but they're books that you must read at some point in your life, and I haven't. And I feel like he's such an iconic author that I have to read them, and I've heard they're a bit scary, and I want to get through them all. I don't know where I should start with them, but I'm really excited to start reading those. And I used to love reading. I used to read when I went in the bath, and now I don't. I sit on my phone, and I'd rather read and do something that's stimulating for my brain as opposed to dragging me down, because that's what Facebook and other social media tends to do. My next one is learn to cook. Now this I've been trying to do for many years. I'm in my 4th year of university, so it's not like I've not had ample time to learn how to cook, because I've been living away from home for that entire time. However, I live off tins of pasta, frozen food and takeaways, like most students I know, but it's not through want of trying. I can follow a recipe step by step, I can print the recipe off, I can reread the recipe and reread it, and something always goes wrong. So I'm going to try and learn how to cook properly, and because I'm going to be living at home for once I've graduated for a little while, my dad has offered to help me learn to do that, so that's going to be exciting. Next one is take a self-defense class. Now as a child I learned karate, and I got to brown belt, so that's quite a high level. That's like a few before black belt, so I did pretty well with that. However, I feel like for me it's probably a good thing to not necessarily do karate, but do something that is specifically self-defense. I feel like that would make me feel safer when I'm walking about the streets, and just generally stronger as a person. So I'd really like to find some self-defense classes after I graduate to take those on, and to help give myself a peace of mind, as it were, that I know that if something ever did happen, that I would be able to defend myself. Next one is a bit of a strange one. It's to practice the confidence that I have at work in other social situations. So at work I'm very loud, I'm bouncy, I'm confident, I feel like myself, but in other social situations I can be quiet, I can be, I know, mouse-like, and it's not me, but when I'm there I know it's not me and it irritates me, but I can't get that inner confidence to shine out. So I would really like to practice and bring that confidence from inside me that I know is there because I use it at work, and I'd like to bring it out so that other people can see me for who I am, and not just, oh, the little shy girl with Asperger's. You know, I'm 21 years old, I don't want to be the little shy girl, I want to be the confident me that I am. My next one is to write a sentence every day. Now, my wonderful cousin got me this book. It's a yellow book. I haven't got it with me, it's actually at my parents', but you literally write a sentence every day. It gives you prompts like what's the best thing that happened to you today, or what's your favourite film. All those things it asks you and prompts you every day, and I think it's great to look back on and think, oh gosh, so many wonderful things happened this year. I'd like 2017 to be filled with wonderful things, and it would be nice to be able to record those wonderful things and go back and see them. The next thing is to meditate before bed. Now this is a strange one again, but it doesn't take long. If you're going to bed anyway, you can just lie there, and you can go through guided meditations on YouTube that are out there, and you can actually fall asleep listening to them. Now, meditation is great for your well-being, it's great for your mind, and it's great to help you de-stress and relax. So I feel like meditation, although it's not a short-term answer for feeling relaxed, it is a long-term solution, because long-term meditation has some wonderful benefits for your mind and for your happiness. My next one is to go for more days out on my days off from work. So I used to go to National Trust sites, English heritage sites, I take myself for lunch, I do all sorts of lovely things. I go to the beach on my day off. Now I tend to sit at home and watch films all day. I watch 5-6 films or an entire season of a TV series. That's no life. I won't remember the time that I spent watching those films. The times I remember is the time I went to a wonderful castle, or the time I spent in a stately home, or an English garden. They're the times that I remember, and I want to make more of those times than times that I remember being sat on my backside doing nothing, because I just won't remember those. So that is a big one for me. My next one is to make more videos for my YouTube channel. Now, I've had this YouTube channel for nearly a year actually. I think I set it up over a year now. It was December last year I set it up, December 2015, and I maybe posted 3 videos across the entire year. That's completely unacceptable. So I'm now going to make the effort and post at least 1 video every week. I'm hoping to do more though, and this is because for me it's something I enjoy. I feel like I'm helping people, but I also enjoy creating these videos and editing them, and I don't know, it's something to look back on and think, oh yeah, look what I did. It's good. So that's something I really want to do. The next one is develop my own style. Now, I don't dress how my soul feels, if that makes sense. So in my soul, I would love to walk around every single day in 20s sequins, in 1940s, 1950s dresses with the beautiful lace gloves and those beautiful hats and all the embellishment that come with it, the little clutch bags and the little dainty shoes. I love that style. The history behind it fascinates me, and the colours that they wore. We wear black all the time. I mean, I'm wearing black and I'm wearing green as well today, but you know, we wear such a lot of black and navy and dark colours, and my soul isn't that colour. My soul is multicoloured. I have a rainbow soul. But everybody does, but my style actually reflects that rainbow soul, and I don't dress to my style because those styles aren't in the shops. My style is probably expensive. I could probably go to charity shops, and I know you can go to vintage shops, but again, they're quite expensive. So over the summer, that's something that I want to try and do. I want to try and save some pennies up and to gradually sell some of the things in my wardrobe that don't reflect my personality and replace them with things that do reflect my personality. And before, I wouldn't want to dress like this because I thought, oh, people will look at me and people will judge me and they'll think that I'm weird and I dress strange. But I don't know how many of you have seen Iris Apfel. Now, she is my absolute idol. I've watched her film, I've read her articles. She fascinates me. I'd love to go and see her work. Her fashion sense is incredible. If you don't know her, you probably recognise her. She wears huge, big glasses and she's about 80 years old. But she has the most incredible style. Now, people do look at her, but they're not looking at her like, oh my god, what's she wearing? They're looking at her because they're admiring her. They can't take in what she's wearing, so they have to stare because they're not judging, they're trying to take in and they're admiring her. And I realised that if I dressed in 50s dress or in 20s dress, people wouldn't be staring at me like, I can't believe she's dressing like that. They'd be staring at me because like, gosh, I wish I had, you know, the balls to dress like that. I wish that I could do that, because that's how I feel when I see other people dress like that. So that's what I really want to do, is learn to develop my own style. I spoke to my mum and dad about this video this morning and they came up with another suggestion. Now, I am a naturally incredibly positive person about everything in the world other than myself. So I have this habit of putting myself down. I think a lot of people do, especially people on the autism spectrum, because you don't ever feel quite good enough. You always feel like there's something missing from yourself. But actually, that's not the case. So another thing for me to do is to write a list of my own personal positive qualities, and I'll make a video of this. It's not big-headed because it's something to put up on your wall and to remind yourself when you're feeling like you're not enough, and when you feel, well, I'm not beautiful, you know, I can't do this. You realise, maybe, but I have these wonderful qualities. You've got to find your own wonderful qualities, and I think that's something that should be on everybody's New Year's resolution list for 2017, is to make a list of your own positive qualities of yourself. And it's difficult to write a list like that because you don't necessarily see those positive qualities in yourself. Ask your family what your positive qualities are. Ask your friends. I'm sure people come up with things you never thought of. Like, I was told I have a great sense of humour. Not something I would have thought that I had, but apparently I do, and it's nice to know that you have these positive qualities, and it's something that must be stuck up on your wall, because you need to remind yourself that you are a wonderful, unique, individual, positive person. You are a good person. So this is on my New Year's resolution list, and when I've completed this list, I will definitely be doing a video on that, and I hope you tune in, and I hope you write your own positive qualities list, because I think that's really key to self-happiness, when you realise that you are good enough. And finally, before we go, I'm going to show you the dress that I'm wearing. Like I say, it doesn't really reflect my personal style, but it's like the style that I've adopted that fits into mainstream society. I actually got this from Primark. I think it was like £8, and it comes with the t-shirt and the little dress. And it's just like a bodycon style, so it's just, I don't know if you can see that, it's just like a khaki, and it's in stretchy fabric, so it's quite sweet. I really like it, and it was so cheap that you really can't fault it, so I love it. So get yourself to Primark. It might be in the sales now, you never know, because I got it this summer. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe and share to your friends. I really appreciate that. Have a lovely new year.